Welcome to The Explainer. Look, if you've ever felt like you were trapped in some bizarre digital escape room just trying to cancel a basic monthly subscription, trust me, you are absolutely not alone. Today, we're tackling one of the most notoriously confusing subscription breakups on the internet, Amazon's Kindle Unlimited. Okay, let's dive right in and get you completely unstuck. Now, I want to validate your frustration right out of the gate here. If you've been furiously tapping around the Amazon app or the Kindle app on your phone, desperately searching for a cancel button, let me save you some serious time. It's not there. Seriously, there is literally no way to do it on the app. Amazon has completely removed the option to manage or cancel Kindle Unlimited from their mobile apps. If you scour the Amazon support forums, you'll see people who spent months searching for a solution on their phones. So the hard truth, you simply cannot do it through the app. So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the Kindle Unlimited breakup. Second, what to know before you click cancel. Third, our step-by-step cancellation guide. Fourth, refunds and regional rules. Fifth, life after cancellation. And finally, a quick recap and final thoughts. All right, Section 1, the Kindle Unlimited breakup. So Kindle Unlimited does offer access to over 4 million digital titles and audiobooks, but it's a commitment. We're talking $11.99 a month or £9.49 if you're over in the UK. Now, a lot of folks get a free 1-month trial when they buy a new Kindle, and then, well, you just kind of forget about it, right? If you aren't a total bookworm tearing through multiple books a month, or if you accidentally let that free trial roll over into a paid sub, getting that $11.99 back in your pocket is a fantastic reason to break up with the service. Moving on to Section 2, before you click cancel. Okay. You need to know there's a very clear line between what you actually own and what you're just borrowing. When you hit cancel, you lose access to any borrowed Kindle Unlimited titles. You don't own those books. But, and this is huge, you absolutely keep any books you've actually purchased, even if you snagged them using a Kindle Unlimited exclusive discount. Those ones, they are yours forever. And what about all that highlighting and note-taking you did in those borrowed books? You might think, oh no, once the book vanishes from my device, all my brilliant thoughts go with it. Nope. Actually, not true at all. Your annotations are saved permanently to your Amazon Cloud profile. You can check them out anytime in a web browser just by going to read.amazon.com/notebook. Oh, and if you use Goodreads, that metadata stays synced right there too. So if you ever buy the book later or decide to resubscribe, boom, all your highlights will magically reappear exactly where you left them. All right, the main event. Section 3, step-by-step cancellation guide. Okay, the absolute most crucial thing to remember here. You must use a web browser. Like we said earlier, the mobile app is a total dead end. You need to go to Amazon.com on a desktop computer. Now, if you only have a smartphone handy, don't panic. Just open your mobile browser, Safari, Chrome, whatever. Go to Amazon and request the desktop site view in your browser settings. It's literally the only way to bypass that app limitation. Once you're actually logged into the Amazon website on a browser, here's your exact path. Step 1, hover over Accounts and Lists way up in the top right corner of the page. Step 2, from that drop-down menu, click on Memberships and Subscriptions. Step 3, look for Kindle Unlimited in your list of active subscriptions and click the button on the right that says Kindle Unlimited Settings. That's going to take you to the main management portal. And finally, Step 4, look over to the left sidebar under Manage Membership and click Cancel Kindle Unlimited Membership. But hold on, beware the retention pop-ups. Amazon plays hardball here, they really do. They're probably going to show you a confirmation page basically begging you to stay. You are not done until you click the final button that says End Membership On, and then it gives your specific billing date. Or some users report seeing a button that just says Continue to Cancel. Just make absolutely sure you verify that final confirmation message so you know the cancellation actually went through. Which brings us to Section 4, refunds and regional rules. Let's talk about the money. The standard policy in Amazon's terms is pretty crystal clear. No partial refunds for unused days. But there are a few handy exceptions. First up is the zero-use exception. Basically, if your free trial converted to a paid sub and you haven't checked out or read a single title since that $11.99 charge hit, customer service will typically issue a full refund if you just reach out and ask them. Then we have regional laws. Over in the EU and the UK, there's a 14-day statutory withdrawal right for online purchases. Just be careful, though, because starting to download a book often acts as a waiver to that right. That being said, Amazon also has an internal 3-business-day cooling-off window after a paid sub starts, so you might be eligible for a refund during that tiny window, too. And this actually leads to a really fascinating update for our European viewers. Thanks to a new EU directive taking effect in June 2026, e-commerce platforms that target the EU are going to be required to provide a highly visible, super easy withdrawal button directly on their websites and mobile apps. It literally has to let you cancel in a simplified two-step flow without even making you log in. So the days of hunting through endless menus might actually be over in Europe pretty soon. All right, Section 5, Life After Cancellation. So, the good news here is that there's no immediate cutoff. Your membership remains totally active until your next billing date. Amazon doesn't prorate your final month, which means, hey, you've already paid for it. You can continue to squeeze in a few extra books and read your checked out titles until that official cycle ends. But the absolute second that billing date hits, those borrowed books will vanish from your library instantly. But wait, what if you just need a little more time to finish that massive fantasy series? Well, I want to share a brilliant, highly actionable insider hack sourced straight from a clever Reddit user named DudeMan5790. They said, I have an old Kindle that I just put 20 books from KU on, put on airplane mode, and then canceled KU, and they're all still there. It's genius, right? Let me explain the mechanics of how this trick actually works. Kindle Unlimited lets you download up to 20 titles at a time. So if you max out your 20 downloads right before your subscription expires, and then put your actual Kindle device into airplane mode, meaning you completely disconnect it from Wi-Fi, Amazon's WhisperSync database cannot communicate with your device. Because it has zero internet connection, it literally cannot sync the deletion protocol. You can take your sweet time reading those 20 books offline. They'll only disappear the next time you connect that specific Kindle back to the internet. Pretty clever. And that brings us to Section 6, Recap and Final Thoughts. All right, here is your rapid-fire summary. First, save yourself a massive headache and avoid the mobile app. You got to use a web browser on a computer or desktop mode on your phone. Second, follow the path from accounts and lists to memberships and subscriptions to Kindle Unlimited settings, and make absolutely sure you click that final confirmation button. Third, rest easy knowing your personal notes, your highlights, and the books you actually bought are perfectly safe. And finally, if you need just a little extra reading time, load up your device and try out that airplane mode hack. Just as a quick professional reminder here, Amazon updates their user interfaces all the time, and regional policies do shift around. So while these steps are totally accurate based on current documentation, you might see slight variations depending on your specific device or location. Always a good idea to verify the current details right on Amazon's official help pages. And that is a wrap on this explainer. You now possess all the knowledge you need to successfully navigate and cancel this service. So I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to confidently take back control of your digital subscriptions, or is there another incredibly confusing platform out there that you need us to demystify next? Think about it and keep learning.